I felt so betrayed. My own mom invading my privacy. It all started when my mom began acting suspiciously informed. Like, she'd randomly ask questions about my day, but they were weirdly specific. At first, I brushed it off, thinking maybe she just had a sixth sense or something. But the more it happened, the more I started connecting the dots. And then it hit me. She'd been snooping through my phone. Short-circuited. I felt so betrayed. My own mom invading my privacy. I couldn't believe it. I started replaying every convo I'd had, every meme, every private thing I'd shared with friends. All of it, potentially read by her. It made my stomach twist. I didn't even feel safe venting to my own phone anymore. And the questions started running through my head, like, why did she do it? Was she worried about me? Just being nosy? The more I thought about it, the more it didn't matter because either way, it was a total violation. And that's when everything shifted. I'm Emily, just your average teen who suddenly had zero faith in her own privacy. I felt like a line had been crossed. I didn't even know how to bring it up to her. I was angry, but also kind of sad. We've always been close, but this felt like a huge break in trust. And that's when I decided if she was going to play games, I could play too. My stepmom and I have always had a pretty solid relationship, but lately, she's been in full-on helicopter mode. Always asking where I'm going, who I'm with, when I'll be home. I know she means well, but I'm not a little kid anymore. I think she's having trouble adjusting to the fact that I'm growing up. She wants to protect me, which is sweet, but she also doesn't know when to back off. And every time I try to talk to her about it, she pulls the I'm just worried card. But snooping through my phone, that's not worry, that's control.
So here's what I did. I set up a fake text thread on my phone, making it look like I was planning to sneak a boy over late at night. Like, once the whole house was asleep kind of plan. I even added stuff about using the back door, sneaking in snacks, and keeping the lights off. I made sure it sounded just believable enough to send her into panic mode. And, of course, I left my phone right where I knew she'd find it. Sure enough, she saw the messages. And she freaked! I was getting random text check-ins like, how's the air quality today? And, do you need snacks? As if she was trying to smoke me out. I caught her doing a full perimeter sweep one night. Flashlight in hand like she was auditioning for CSI Backyard Edition. Honestly, I was living for it. And then came the ultimate move. She camped out in the living room, blankets, snacks, the whole setup just coincidentally posted up near the front door. I walked by and she gave me this weird wink like, I'm on to you. And I had to fight every urge not to burst into laughter. I kept the act going for a couple more days. I'd hum suspicious love songs, glance nervously at windows, even casually ask things like, do we still have that spare pillow? Just to keep her on edge. It was like starring in my own undercover rom-com, minus the actual romance. And then, plot twist, I cracked. I couldn't take the dramatic tension anymore. I told her it was all fake. Every last emoji. It was just each hour out. Her face dropped, like I just unfriended her on 3 platforms simultaneously. Then she muttered something about kids these days and walked off in stunned silence. That look on her face? Pure disbelief. She didn't know whether to be mad or impressed. I felt a little bad, but mostly I felt like she kinda had it coming. The key to this whole thing? Trust. She didn't trust me, and instead of talking to me, she went behind my back. But in the end, she's the one who got outsmarted. Got a similar story? Or maybe your own wild parent moment? Drop it in the comments, I want to hear it. And if you liked this, check out my video on how to survive overly nosy parents without losing your mind.